Morning, everybody. I just woke up. I got, let's see, 4 hours. 4 hours of good sleep. So I'm happy with that. I'm drinking my non-Starbucks coffee in a Starbucks cup. Hope that's okay. But I have to have my keto energy coffee in the morning from my favorite place, home. I don't know what Girlie's doing. That's my dog, by the way. She's making me nervous getting too close to the road. She's looking back. She knows she's not supposed to go that far, so I think she's sniffing out squirrels. But I wanted to make a video about the people talking about, their finances and things like that, and how that was affected negatively after their brain injury. And just want to tell you, it's possible to make it, but it takes some time. Josh and I were used to a more comfortable lifestyle. We weren't wealthy, but he went in the mines after he got back from Iraq, and he worked in the mines for a long time. And he put me through school, and I worked at Penny's part-time, so that we would have extra spending money for Caleb, because he was at that age where, he wanted a lot of things, and we wanted to get him a lot of things. And just bear with me. Sometimes I'm really good in the morning and write on things, and sometimes, but it's probably because I haven't finished this yet. That's one of the reasons. But after I graduated, I got a really good job, and I was making good money for the education that I had. And after several job interviews, I finally found one that paid and had benefits, and we were doing really good, and we didn't have any worry, no stress. We were catching up from where I was going to school. We could afford to fix some things and buy a new refrigerator, things you needed. I got Josh a truck. I felt like, after everything that he had done for this country, he deserved at least a nice truck. Well, after all this happened, he had got laid off from the mines when the mines closed down, and I had got laid off due to another reason with our company, and it was around the same time. It was like a month apart, so we were already, but I quickly found a new job, and loved it. It was the best decision ever. Even though I was making less money, it was still, if I had to describe my dream job, it would have been working there and at the post office. And Josh, I just got on with him, and it takes some time to become regular and things like that, but regardless, we were already suffering from that, and then we were finally catching up. Things were getting better, and things were finally falling into place. We were finally able to pay the bills on time, and everything like that. We didn't end up having to file bankruptcy then, and we were thankful. We kept the house, everything was good. Even Caleb felt the stress, I know he did, but and after all that, and this was I got a promotion, and it was a good one. It was what I wanted, and it would have been a wonderful opportunity for me to do longer than I got to, but was the first weekend off, and Josh was right over here in that building. There's my doggie right here, Girly. She was out back with me, and that's when all this happened. And when this happened, we lost my income, immediately. His income, I was the primary income at the time due to him just starting a new job, so we just about lost everything, just about. When I finally came off of the machines, and I don't remember a lot about all the time periods, and then went into the rehabilitation. By the time I think I was in the rehabilitation hospital, following the real hospital, to learn to walk and all that again. I probably already told you that, but regardless, by the time I got there, we were already hurting at home, and he was trying to, be not stress me out. And so when I got home, it was a shocker to know. It was quite a while before I got to come home, but when I did finally get to come home and realize what was going on, it was tough. But I couldn't make the phone calls and talk to the people, and he was so stressed he couldn't deal with it, because it's just so much that you're dealing with all together. And on top of that, we didn't have anybody to turn to about it, and it was just rough. It was just us. We were on our own, figure it out. And so we decided the best thing to do, and the only thing to do, was to file for bankruptcy. And when you do that, you ruin your credit. And it's taken a year to try to build it back and stuff. But we had to do something to be able to keep our house. And that was our most important thing. We work really hard, both of us, all our life. We've never been handed a thing. And I know that's a lot of us. I'm not saying we're the only ones, but I'm just telling my story. But now we've got a roof leaking really bad that needs replaced. Has for the last 3 years, and we just repaired 2 different expensive things in the house. Excuse me, it's morning. Okay. And my vehicle has been broke down for almost 2 years. We haven't been able to afford to fix it because we don't. It's not drivable, so you would have to have it hauled somewhere or whatever. But we're getting back on our feet, though, is what I'm trying to say. We were in a desperate situation and not seeing a way out of it. But, you got to just hang in there. And the hardest thing, though, is what it does to your relationship. It's a challenge. It's tough, when finances get tough, when health gets tough, and you're a whole different person, living with a whole different person. It's rough, and you almost fall apart, and you almost lose each other. And I don't know what I'd do if I lost him, and there was, it was challenging. It was really hard, but the most important thing was, even if we were going to fight, we had to communicate. We had to talk to each other. Even if it would be a fight, we still had to, because holding on to all that hurt and pain will drive you crazy, literally. And finance, the first thing, you about lose your house, your vehicles, then you about lose your marriage, and then you about, you're not taking care of your animals, and they're, she's good now, but all that, the house is a wreck, and you have a live-in caretaker, and they have so much responsibility and looking after you, and then all the stuff with the attorneys and everything like that, and it was just really stressful. That's probably I honestly, when I look back, I just can't believe I got through all that, but I don't remember a lot of it. I know that's hard to believe, but the last 2 years, it's kind of like a fog. I don't remember writing things, taking pictures. A lot of the hurt stuff's gone, but it's coming. Some little things are coming back. Even like stuff that I've forgotten from my childhood and things like are coming back. It's really strange, but they told me it would be that way, and they even told me that I may not dream, and I have nightmares every night. So that's another topic for another time. But most of the time, I'm just chilling here at the house. I don't leave the house much. You know, go to the doctor, pick up medicine. So you can see a little bit better. I want you to be able to see the doggy dog sitting down here. Hey, girly. Oh, she's going to teach things. There's a squirrel. Oh, oops. Look at her go. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But now you can see me. I've got this tripod thingy, and there we go. That's a little bit better. Now you can see we live in the country part of the city. But come on. I just wanted to let you know that you may feel like it's falling apart. Everything's falling apart, especially with your finances and how, I mean, we went to a whole completely different lifestyle. I mean, we've got buckets, sitting in the house now, catching water, but mold, in the loft, and a lot of the stuff, I had to start selling my clothes, and which is fine, and things around the house. I started making things. I started doing whatever I could to try to help him out and try to help, and I still do. And that's why I started that at mycountrybeauty.com. But it took, like I said, 3 years for me to get it going. So it's not like I'm making much of anything, but Poshmark is great because it gives us an opportunity to sell, gently used clothing and stuff like that, to make a few bucks, and every little dollar helps, with gas and bills and everything like that. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of stuff left to pay on, but we have enough, and it's expensive to live where we're at with a little more property, because of the utilities and things like that are a little bit higher. But I was hoping the baby deers would come out. They probably already come out where I slept in this morning. But there's a mommy, 2 baby deers, and a buck that live right behind our house here, and they come down every morning, and you can see them. Would you call it grazing? But we have tons of apple trees, and my father-in-law, my caretaker, will come out here and shake the apple trees for them to come out and have a big meal. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you learned something. The more you learn. People are driving too fast. But I got woods at the back of me, but I have a secondary, very skinny road in front here, and the trucks just supposed to be 20 miles an hour, and they hit 50 by the time they get down near my house. And my puppy dog, come here, girl, come here, say bye. Are you hot? You can't see her. Let me move this. Stay right there. Here's my baby. Here's my baby. Are you my baby? Do you need some ice? Hey, girlie, you need some ice cubes? You want some ice cubes? You burning up? Chasing those squirrels? Well, we hope you have a wonderful day. And we'll talk to you soon. And we love you. Oh yeah, I made that. Can you see that? I made that. Right there. Alright, I'll see you later.